Hey, hello everyone. It's been a few days since I posted. I was just sitting here making some jewelry, and I was just thinking about my son, and so I said, "Well, let me get my camera out and start posting." Now, this week or these past 2 weeks have been very difficult. I would say particularly this week. Last week is when I got sick. I know I posted last week to tell you guys what happened and everything at the facility with the psychiatrist and the therapist. And I also posted to let you guys know what happened with the CEO of the funny agency. Well, so since then, I'm speaking with my son and we're talking more about, well, we speak almost every day, but we're talking more about things that's happened since he's been there, things that has been said to him. And one thing that really got me was he was told that he has no medical diagnoses. Now, you can sit and rest on that. you know um it's difficult because I just want to just take him and just embrace him and just give him a hug. um we discussed one of his diagnoses today, the most severe one, and it didn't really go well. When we got off the phone, he was like, I feel like he was gonna cry. And so I'm asking him, how are you doing? Are you okay? And he's like, well, I'm okay. He's like, but then he began to speak and explain his frustrations with the fact that, he's been told that, he's fine and he doesn't have any diagnoses. And now he's like, and now you're telling me this and you're explaining it like that. So he's like, I've been sitting here for a year and they just been feeding me BS. And so it's different if I'm going through it. Like I feel like I'll go through whatever. But when my kids are going through it, like it's so hard. And I'm frustrated because how can how can you have a child in your facility for a year and not discuss what their diagnosis is? Every time I spoke with this new therapist, we discussed his diagnosis every time, and we spoke every week prior to my son coming to therapy. So how is it possible that, and from my understanding, they were discussing, and working on these things during their individual sessions. The point in us speaking prior to my son coming into the room for a family session is so that we can discuss progress. That's the whole point. So basically, his therapist was saying one thing to me and a completely different thing to my son. This is just, it's eating me up, it's tearing me apart, is, I'm saying strong though, it's so difficult. I think it's hard to put into words the way that or the emotion that I'm feeling. I'm sitting here making jewelry. This is my this is my therapy. Um, I decided that I was going to go ahead and sell some jewelry for a fundraiser for legal fees. I also am starting a GoFundMe account for my son for legal fees, because going up against a hospital is going to be a lot. So just continue to, for those who are watching, for those who are following, continue to pray for us. Um, things are getting better. I did have to call and advise, or call the facility to let them know they have no consent from me to speak with my son. They are not to speak with my son unless I'm present. Like, no more damage will be done. I put on a post, or did I put, it might have been on my iPad. I have a post that I want to put on, but it's on my iPad and I cannot figure out how to extend the time on Facebook on there to have it uploaded, because the video is like 17 minutes and I guess I can't upload it. So I'm going to work on that tonight. I'll figure it out. But in that post, I said crazy has to stop at some time, at some point, crazy has to just stop. So stop speaking to my son. You're doing him no good in any way. So don't speak to him anymore unless I'm present. And I don't want to talk to you. So it's difficult. But like I said, we're getting through it, and this is just our life right now. Like, I think I'm numb. I believe my son is now emotional. He's confused. He's emotional, because he's been told one thing. And okay, so I told him today, and it was good that we were able to have this conversation. One thing that I will say, happened from, I made these earrings today too. I think they're cute. One thing that I will say improved on both sides, my side and my son's side, by him being gone. We both appreciate each other so much more. Like, he gets and he understands that there are children out here who don't have parents. I used to say that to him all the time, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I used to, like, if I compliment him, you have to say that. You're my mom. That's what you have to do. And I'm like, no, I don't have to. I do it because I mean it and I love you. And I noticed how much of help he was to me with the younger children and me being sick. When I'm well, it's one thing, but with me being sick, oh my goodness, it's like I'm still on my cane. We had to leave the store and rush home last night because it was family night last night. And so we were picking up, like, some of the kids painted. My other son has some snow, whatever, some stuff. And then I believe I picked up some jewelry yesterday, and then I went back. Anyway, so, but like, we had to, like, leave out the store. We normally have pizza, but I couldn't even drive to the pizza spot. Like, on Fridays, pizza is our thing. Like, my kids are like, where the pizza at? I was too sick to drive. Had I gone, I probably would have had a seizure, So he was so much help for me when I was sick. Like, the kids didn't see that. They've seen me have seizures since I've been here. When my son was home and I had a seizure, he went, if he was upset with me for 2 days, it didn't matter because his mother was sick and he was taking care of her, you know? So I miss him, but I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming to get my baby. I'm coming to get my baby because what is being done to him, he's being re-victimized, and that is abuse. I do not appreciate this happening to my child, and everything will definitely be handled according to the law. According to the law. So this is just an update video. I was just sitting here, thinking about that conversation and wondering like what my son is going through at this moment. Like, what is he thinking? And I hope he's, I hope I explained it right because I don't want him to think something that it's not. And, I'm not there with him. When my son goes through things, we go through those things together. So it's difficult to be away from him, when we're together, I'm able to say, oh no, honey, don't worry about that. It's not that. We need to focus in on this. I'm able to do that with him. But with him away, I can't do that. So it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. But I keep praying, and God continues to show me favor. And we're just going to continue on with this fight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening or a day whenever you guys see this. Bye.